We are going to be designing surfboards for an adaptive education prom that has a tropical theme.
April Herrera, art teacher at Metro Prep, got an idea for a project with her students where they would be working on a shaped canvas when a colleague asked if her students could help with decorations for a prom for peers with special needs.
The first thing that we do, of course, with project-based learning is we throw out a hook, basically something that I set up so that you guys can start to get inspiration and gets your gears, you know, grinding in your head about what you're going to do for this project.
April launched the project with examples of shaped canvas artwork to hook students.
Here's the full challenge brief details, okay? And then I'll break it down into specifically what I'm looking for in the surfboard piece that you're going to be making in your groups. For this project, you will work to create a unique piece of artwork using various materials, but mostly paint, on a surfboard-shaped canvas. These surfboard-shaped art pieces will be used as a decoration for a prom for adaptive education students. All adaptive ed students from the surrounding districts will be invited to this event, which will showcase your work. Your design must complement the form and function of the surfboard, which we talked about. Your design must also incorporate the tropical theme of the event, as well as the interests and personalities of a group of adaptive ed students. And then it's going to be part of your challenge to work those interests into your design that also has to do with the tropical theme. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge, but I have a feeling it's going to be worthwhile in the end. I'm going to split you up into your groups, which basically is based on where you are sitting, but I do have you divided already. So now let's talk about need-to-knows. Some of you actually brought a few to my attention yesterday, but let's officially state them in class. What are some things that you guys feel like you still need to know to do a successful surfboard project in your group? So I'm going to do a little workshop on how to go about painting tropical flower, kind of simply with a paintbrush. You use the angles of the paintbrush and the bristles to create petal shapes. So I'm going to do a little workshop on that, and that would be a need to know. And I also liked, you asked me about techniques for painting palm trees. So we're going to go ahead and do that too, because I have a good technique for handling painting palm trees as well. So that's going to be another little workshop we do, getting them to realize what they still need to know. And then if there's something that I hadn't thought of that they want more information on, or they would like to see a workshop or a demonstration in how to do something in particular, a specific technique or a specific, maybe even an artist that I don't know about, I can do some research and come back the next day and do some workshops to help them kind of explore themselves, the process in which they're learning. I was showing you this artist to kind of draw your attention to the shaped canvases, because we are going to be working on surfboard shaped canvases. And also, I also wanted to draw your attention to the bright colors that she uses. There's not much white space, blank space in her pieces. Everything's covered with color, and that's what we're shooting for with this project too. We had some important need-to-knows that had to be taken care of in the days to come, and we will be doing that in a series of workshops.
During teaming and planning, it became obvious that some of the need-to-knows would need to be answered by resources not available in their classroom or on the internet. They would need to be answered by the consumers, or in this case, the alternative education students who would be attending the prom.
Well, with this project, we incorporated a human-centered aspect to it. We had the students interview some adaptive education students from here at Miller Metro that were actually going to attend the adaptive education prom, and the students asked them some questions about what they like and what things they like to do, what kind of music they like to listen to, and it gave them inspiration and ideas for the subject matter to put onto the surfboards. Do you like to just experiment with the colors? And you said, did I hear you say your favorite color is blue?
Yeah.
Because that could be something. That could be something. Like a Wii controller controlling the surfboard.
Ah, that would be.
That would be neat, wouldn't it? Or a person on the balance board. Do you ever use the balance board? You could do a person on a balance board like they're controlling their surfboard.
The human-centered design element can be beneficial in any PBL project as a resource when the students are trying to solve a problem or create a design for a real audience. Having a chance to talk with the real audience can bring a richness to design and a focus to the process.
We all found, I think, that human-centered aspect of those interviews and asking those adaptive education students all those questions, it really motivated the students in my class and got them really inspired and interested to get going with the project, and they had all these ideas of how they were going to make the best surfboard for this individual AE student. So it worked out wonderfully. And then the students broke apart into their groups, worked on their sketches, and now they're meeting with each other in the group and deciding on how they're going to move forward with their designs. You're going to need a lot of reference images to help you with the monkey and the dog, and the sandcastle I think is pretty darn good. I don't think you even need a reference image for that.
Just put little shells on.
You know, if you could do the pencil bigger and have the hand holding the pencil, so it takes up a portion of the design, that could be really exciting.
She told us that she likes the beaches, music, and dancing. So we put beach, you know, dancing. And he came up with the idea. I drew it on, and she painted it.
Here's my advice to you, based on the different surfboards that I've researched and shown to you. There are designs that go in this direction, and then there are designs that go in this direction, and it really doesn't matter how they're displayed.
It depends how they're going to be hanging.
The first thing I asked him was like, what do you want to be on your surfboard? And all he said was flowers. So we drew him flowers, and he has a girlfriend named Janie, because he says he likes having on the phone to her and stuff. So we put her name in the water, like he drew it or something, you know? And we put the flowers his favorite color, her favorite color. And we drew a palm tree, as you see, and the shark is eating the game because he wanted that too. He likes that.
You know, we wanted to incorporate like a Hawaiian theme into our board, so we've got our sunset going on, palm tree, you know, pretty flowers and the hearts, and we just wanted to, you know, the boards have very fun, and we really wanted to incorporate some of our ideas with the student that we had gotten and what she likes, so that's what we ended up doing.
The key to engaging students in the work they are doing in school, whether in an elective like art or in the core classes, is having a real audience besides the teacher and a real reason for creating, problem solving, and designing besides the grade.
The project-based learning process is very inspiring. The projects, it's almost more than just make a piece of art, you know, which is kind of inspiring in and of itself, but there's meat behind it. There's actually a purpose, there's a project, there's the fact that they're doing this to help out a good cause, this prom for adaptive education students, and it's extra motivation for them. And I could really see that yesterday with this class. I'm seeing them get ideas, and especially working in a group too, they're bouncing ideas off of each other, and it's great.